Oh man. Alright. We're doing this today. We're gonna get down to business. Let's get down to business. Alright. Here's the thing. It's been far too long, right? I've been playing Sonic for years. Like, I'm talking about years. And you know what I've never done? I've never went and actually looked at all of them and decided, which one's the best? Honestly, I'm gonna be real. This came about because I was talking on Twitter today, and I was like, what is the best Sonic game? I heard a few responses, but I honestly don't know. And I'm gonna spend the time today. We're gonna rank them. We're doing this today. We're getting down to business. This could be controversial. I'm sorry if it is. But let's get down to business. Let's go. Alright, here we go. So here's the thing. This is all 2D Sonic games. We're not counting 3D ones. That's too much. I'm gonna be real. That's too much. No. That's way too much. If this video does well, I'll hop back in for another one. We'll do 3D Sonic games as well. For today's video, we're gonna do 2D Sonic games. I'm gonna be real. I only decided to do this because I started playing a bunch of 2D Sonic games again, like a bunch of them. I just been playing around with them, and I got a lot of things to say, I think. So let's hop in here. So first off, we got our Lord and Savior, Sonic 1. Sonic 1 is pretty good. I ain't gonna cap. Sonic 1 it's pretty good. Would I say it's the best in the series? Hell no. No. That game is honestly, in comparison to a lot of, I gotta watch what I was about to say. In comparison to a couple of these, Sonic 1 ain't all that. I'm gonna be real. Sonic 1 is probably straight like middle tier if we're talking Sonic game. I'm gonna be real though. Middle tier, Sonic the Hedgehog. I think middle tier works, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. Middle tier seems like that seems like a good spot for Sonic 1. Sonic 1 is a good game, mainly because I just feel like it introduced a lot of prevalent things we see in the series. Like, obviously, you know, a bunch of iconic stages. Green Hill Zone. We got, as much as I hate to say it, Labyrinth Zone. We've got a ton of iconic enemies and obviously different mechanics, obviously, that Sonic has kept throughout his whole journey as a character. So you can't discredit Sonic 1, but be real, it's the first game. It's like saying Mario Bros. 1, Super Mario Bros. Is a goated game. I mean, it's good for its time, don't get me wrong, but has it held up? Hell nah. So no, I'm not gonna put it at A tier because, oh, it's the first game in the series, it introduced so much. No. This game is still, like, in retrospective, this game is B tier. If we're taking into consideration now, maybe back then. Right now, no. Next game. So we got, this is Sonic for the Neo Pocket. Ooh, okay. It's been a while, I'm not gonna lie, since I played this game. Wow, okay, that is one I'd have to think about a bit. I'm not gonna lie, I gotta think about that for a bit. The thing with the Neo Pocket game is that it's like a weird, it's just on like a random, dare I say, like console, like a handheld console. It's a very inconspicuous game. No one probably has played this game. I played this game once, one time before. A while ago, couple years ago for sure. This game is actually pretty good, I'm not even gonna lie. This game is it's actually pretty solid, I'm not even gonna lie. Do I say it's above Sonic 1? It could be. It might be like right below it or right above, in front of it, if anything. It's actually not that bad. I'm not even joking. It's actually not that bad. I love what they did with the pixel art as well. The pixel art in that game is really spot on. It's really nice. It looks really colorful and bright. From where I played it, it was pretty nice. So I think it's actually pretty solid. I'm gonna put it, for now, I'm gonna put it right here. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna change that, or I'm not gonna say I'm gonna keep it there. I don't know, we'll see how things turn up. I'm not gonna, like, this tier list obviously can change, right? That's, when I go through this, I might look at something and be like, oh, wait, hold up, this is actually pretty good. So yeah, we'll see. Oh, okay, Sonic Advance. We got the Sonic Advance trilogy here, okay. So we might as well just kind of rank these games all together, because these games are all in a series. I'm gonna be real, Sonic Advance 1, honestly, the Advance series is really good, let's be real. The Advance series is really good. Now, I would say Sonic Advance 1 is probably the worst, and if I'm being completely real, I'm gonna be real, like, actually, like, I think, honestly, it goes in order. I think this one being the worst of the 3, and then 3 being the best of the 3. I'm gonna be real, I think that is the order. I remember playing Sonic Advance was definitely a very fond memory, and if you guys were around, I doubt any of you guys if you guys were around for on our Now Gotcha channel, we did a ton of Sonic Advance stuff, and some streams and stuff too. So we had our fair share of experience. I think most of my time went to 3. I think I've played 2 the least out of the all 3 of them. I played 1 a couple times. 3 I've played the most for sure, and 2 I've probably only played 2 once, honestly. So you know, that's definitely a series I gotta go back to for sure. If I'm gonna say, although all 3 of these are better than these 2 for sure. So we're gonna put Sonic Advance 1 here. This might change. We're gonna do 2, and then we're gonna do 3. I'm gonna try and order them as much as possible. That might not hold up by the end of this video. We'll see. Alright, okay, Sonic Rush. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this one is a little hard for me to do. We own Sonic Rush in the past. Sonic Rush is a game that I've played a little bit. Rush Adventure even less of. I haven't played enough of these games, honestly, I feel like, to properly rank them. But I've seen a lot of gameplay, I've watched a lot of gameplay because I'm an avid Sonic fan, if you guys didn't know that. So I would say that this shouldn't be too hard. I don't think it should be. I don't think it should be this hard to rank. So let's see. Let's look here. We got Sonic Advance. So I think Sonic Rush is probably better than all the Advance games. I'd probably put Rush Adventure. Rush Adventure is actually pretty good. I just think the story is a little bit like drawn, like the gameplay is drawn out by a lot of different activities that I didn't really like care about that much. Maybe that's someone else's cup of tea. Personally, I didn't care that, and this is my tier list. Remember, this is my tier list. I'm standing on business. So wherever I rank these, I rank these. It might be controversial. We'll see. I'm gonna put this top of A tier Rush for sure. Top of A tier for sure. I'm gonna put Rush Adventure because, like I said, it's not bad. It's actually, they've honestly pretty much improved on everything, pretty much gameplay wise, and they added extra. So I just think Sonic Rush story wise was more enjoyable to me. So I would say Rush Adventure. I'm gonna put at the end of A tier. I'm not gonna lie, we might not need D tier in this. I don't actually. Never mind. I spoke too soon. I just remember what I saw. All right, you know what? I'm gonna skip around here. I want to get in some of these classic games. I don't want to get all the modern ones in first. What's Sonic 2 at? Sonic 2. Sonic 2. I'm gonna be real. I mean, I'm gonna be real. Oh crap, hold up. I just realized my face cam is in the way. Hold up, let me fix that for you guys. Sonic 2, S tier. Sonic 2, like, for real, is goated. I'm gonna be real. Like, I played the game again. I replayed that game. It's very fast, as Sonic games are. But this game was so good. Like, it was actually so good. The gameplay is so fast, and it's just very satisfying to play through. All the levels are great. The level design is some of the best I think we've had in the series for a 2D Sonic game for sure. And then, you know, obviously the final boss, I love the final boss, and the whole like ending sequence of the game is just incredible for me, especially for a game of its time. Like that is honestly an incredible game. I'm gonna be real. Sonic 2 is up there as one of the, I think it might be glazing. I don't even like Sonic 2 as much as some people do. I typically don't rate it as high as some people do. Some people will be saying it's the best Sonic game ever. Now, where I don't think it's best Sonic game, is it top 5? I think it might be top 5. I think it might be top 5 Sonic games. I'm gonna be real. But I guess that segues into what I do think is the best Sonic game. That's gonna be Sonic 3 Knuckles. I'm gonna be real. I think Sonic 3 Knuckles is straight up just the best Sonic game. That might sound crazy to a lot of people. I grew up with these games. I actually grew up not on the modern games. I grew up on the classic games. Surprising enough, I actually, yeah. It's kind of crazy to think about. I grew up on the classics. The classics were always something I played through the Sonic Mega Collection on the PS2. I don't have the case with me anymore. I used to have it. I could actually pull it out, but this game is one of the games that I enjoyed probably the most, and I decided to play so much times. I actually just finished replaying it once again yesterday. It's such a great game. The level design is so peak. I think it's some of the best we've seen in the series. They got so much mechanics that you don't really, I feel like we don't get that anymore in some of these 2D Sonic games. Mania is probably up there for sure with that, and we'll get to Mania. Everyone knows Mania. We'll get to Mania. But Sonic 3 is special for me. I feel like this game really brought a whole new perspective to how I thought of classic games. I think before I really played Sonic 3, and I know I'm saying this weird, it's weird because like I said, Sonic 3 is one of the first games I've played actually. I feel like going back when I was older playing this game made me realize how much storytelling in a game can like really change the feel of the game for sure. This Sonic game for a 2D game feels like it has some of the most storytelling I've ever seen, and it's subtle in places. You might not notice it at first. Like I never noticed some of this stuff when you're playing through it just as a kid, but going back through it when you're older, you can see all that stuff there, and it's super fun to look for that stuff and play through it. And now knowing the lore of the series and the game, it's like kind of crazy playing through it. And obviously no bias, but like this game has my favorite character, debut Knuckles, so I gotta give it some props there. So yeah, I know I went on a little bit with Sonic 3, but Sonic 3, like for real, actually, when I tell someone what the best Sonic game is, in my opinion, it's usually going to be Sonic 3. Actually, funny enough, I don't know if you guys see that, this is just regular Sonic 3. I don't have the lock-on thing, but I have a Genesis cartridge and my Genesis plugged up in here with that's like, I'm not even joking, that's the only game I have. I love this. This game is so good. One of my favorite Sonic games for sure. Oh, okay, yeah, CD, that would be a good choice. Okay, CD. This is an interesting one. Sonic CD is a really good game, and I think it has a lot of mixed views. I see a lot of complaints with this game about the level design, and I'm not gonna lie, they are valid. Sonic CD's level design is very peculiar in comparison to the other Sonic games around its time, in the fact where it was really vertically like expansive. It's kind of crazy. If you look at the level sheets, like the whole level map, you'll see that Sonic CD levels, a lot of them are like really vertically like expansive. It's crazy. That to be said, I feel like you know, horizontally, the main direction we're traveling in, it can be a little bit short in places. So that's my only thing with Sonic CD. Sometimes I feel like the levels are too short. I'm like, dang, it's over already. But I will say, this game knows speed. Like, this game knows speed. They did speed right with this game. Sonic CD is probably one of the best games if you're really trying to like go insanely fast, and a lot of that has to do with the obviously time travel mechanic. You're trying to go fast and you're trying to keep speed, so they make it possible and like very doable to do that, and I love that about this game. Now, in terms of where it's going, in my opinion, it's probably S tier. I'm gonna be real, I'm probably putting it S tier. Now, I think it's very close to A tier, honestly. At least for this list, I would probably say S tier for now. Like, I would say this is probably an S tier game. This game has an amazing soundtrack, specifically for me, the Japanese and like the European one, but the American one has some bangers. I'm not gonna lie, they do got some bangers in there. I personally tended to listen more to the Japanese and the European one. That soundtrack is nutty. It'll change you. Like, listen to like Quartz Quadrant, the good theme, and you'll ascend to heaven. Like, you literally will. Let's get some other games. Let's see what we're working with here. Oh, you know what? Let's get spicy. Let's get the Sonic the Hedgehog, the Game Gear version or the Master System version, whatever. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I literally was just playing this. I actually decided to do this video in spite of this game. This is straight dog. I'm gonna be real, but you know, it did something. You know, at least. They made the game, I guess. I don't know if they needed to, I'm gonna be real. They probably didn't need to make the game, but you know, it's cool. Yeah, no, that's all I can really say about that game. Sonic the Hedgehog on the Master System is just, yeah, not it. Yeah, no. I like how, I guess they tried, I don't know what the point of it was. Was it trying to, I guess it was trying to make it more accessible on more consoles, I guess, to promote the original, maybe? I honestly, I would have to look into that. I actually really don't know what the lore on that is, but yeah, I don't know. No, I'm not gonna, yeah, no. Alright, let's go, ooh, okay, so we got Sonic Color. I'm assuming this is DS, not the, thing. Sonic Colors DS is quite good, actually. I'd probably put that top of A tier, I'm gonna be real. I'd probably put that top of A tier. I think it's very similar to the Rush style. They use the same formula, but I think it actually does it a little better. I know people really love the trick, like, ability and, like, you know, thing in the Rush. I just really like how, like, the story, they cleaned it up, I feel like, compared to the Wii version. And a lot of people honestly say this version's even better. I have to replay this. Actually, hold on one sec. Yeah, okay, so I got this game right on DS. I got this game on DS. I for real gotta replay. I have a DSi XL. I might pop this in here soon and replay this because this game is quite good. I always underestimated it when I originally played it. I always thought of it as a worse version of the original, because I was usually like more like the 3D games appealed more to me. I always felt like, oh, the 3D games, like, they look really good, they hit. But I'm gonna be real, like, this version's actually pretty good. Like, it's quite good, honestly. I think I gotta do a replay and see that, and maybe that'll change my answer. I don't know. I think though, yeah, top of 18 right now. Yeah, I'll take that for sure. Sonic 4 episode 1, and then the Metal Sonic part, and then episode 2. All right. So before we do anything, we're gonna put that here. It's not worse than this game, but it's not good. Where's the originality, Sega? Where's the originality? One, they market it as Sonic 4, but then make it a game of a bunch of nostalgia trips and do it worse than it should be. Like, I like how they added, modern elements, but that doesn't feel like Sonic 4. I feel like Superstars, if anything, or actually no, Mania, if anything, is a proper 4 to the original trilogy. That is a proper game. You don't change it up like that and then try to like nostalgia trip everyone. Okay, you know what? Some people might not know what I mean by nostalgia trip. Well, let's just name out the 4 zones that you can play in the game. So, Splash Hill Zone, right? Splash Hill Zone. Look familiar? Look familiar? Yeah. Casino Street Zone, right? Yep. Look familiar? Yeah, I thought so. Labyrinth Zone, Lost Labyrinth Zone. Let's take a look at this. Oh, okay. Hold up. Hold up. Yeah, that's what I thought. Mad Gear Zone. We ain't gonna talk about that one. Is that the Death Egg, bro? Like, come on, like, you're taking it bar from bar. Like, it's actually crazy. It's actually crazy. I don't know what they were thinking with Sonic 4. Let's just be right. And obviously, you got this here. We'll just put that there. It's the same game with Metal Sonic. Yeah. Now Sonic 4 Episode 2. I'll put that B tier. It's a little better. It's a little bit. Hold on, let me get rid of these. It's a little better. It's a little better. I actually do think they improved a little bit. They had a nice mechanic going for them, something new, and they didn't copy stage. Although some of those stages, they didn't copy a lot of stages, but like the White Park Zone or whatever it's called, that snow zone, I can't remember the name. I think it's White Park, something like that. That looked similar to one of the Sonic Advance stages to me. I don't know. It always reminded me of it. I don't think they copied it, but it did remind me of it. And they do have a stage that's similar to Oil Ocean a little bit, and they I think they also do. They also have a flying stage, don't they too? They also did take their special stages from Sonic 2. And actually, now I think about it, Sonic 4 took it from Sonic 1. Actually, now I'm thinking about it. Man, yeah. Yeah, this game, this duo of originality, this duo, yeah, they, yeah, I don't know, bro, they cooked, I guess. I don't know, they cooked, I guess. Let's keep on going. Sonic Generation. So this is talking about 3DS, Sonic Generation 3DS. It's just the worst version of the original. I'm real. It's the worst version. They have some cool fights though, and they added they have some other stages, like they got Mushroom Hill Zone in there. We got Casino Night, and we also got freaking Big Arms and the goated theme that like they brought the crazy goated theme. Like I think they I don't know. I'm trying to gas it up, but I actually don't really know where I put this on Bureau. I actually don't know. It's not B tier. It's definitely A tier though. If anything, well, I guess it could have been B tier. I would probably say A tier. Probably near bottom for me personally. I think I enjoy the advanced games more than Sonic Generations for the 3DS. Maybe a little more in my opinion than Rush Adventure, but at the same time I think I have a little more bias because with Rush Adventure I honestly didn't get as much time of play that that I feel like I should have. I honestly, that's one of the games I gotta replay. Both Rush and Rush Adventure. I gotta replay that because I know people are they might be flaming me for my opinion on those games because they might think they're S tier, and I think there's some people that gas them like they are, because the music's crazy, the level design's sick. But I honestly, I'm gonna be real. It's my fault. I haven't played them as much as the other games here. I played these games. Those 2 games I probably played the least out of all the games here, which is kind of crazy. Other than like the Neo Pocket, I played all these games probably more than the Rush games. I can't say a lot. I don't want to disrespect them though, so I'm gonna put them in a moderate spot that I think is okay. We got some interesting picks for the last few. I'm gonna go. Let's just knock out some of these ones real quick. So we got Sonic Blast. I'm gonna be like, that might be the first D tier one. Yeah, I'm gonna be real. This might be straight D tier. This might be one of the worst games I've ever played. Actually, now I think about it. Other than Sonic Labyrinth, I'm glad that's not on here because it's isometric. It doesn't count. If it was, that would be honestly like Z tier. Like it's like not the good Z tier, like negative Z tier, like negative 1000 aura tier. Like bro, like that game sucks. Like it's the worst game of all time. I'm gonna be real. Sonic Labyrinth, I hate that game. That game sucks. Sonic Blast is very bad. If you've ever seen the game, it just looks so goofy, and it's like it's just not Sonic. I'm be real. It's just not. It's not. That game is not Sonic. It's not. I don't know what they were cooking with that. I mean, I like that they brought Knuckles. That's cool, I guess. But, bro, I don't know what they were doing with that game. That game, like, it could have. It's a Game Gear game. They could have, like, look at the art. Like, look at that box art. It looks kind of neat, you know? They got, like, the Sonic 3D Blast kind of thing. I don't know if that was supposed to be, like, this was supposed to, I don't know what this game was. I don't know. I don't know what this game was. I remember playing this so long ago, and I was just like, bro, what is this? I played it when I was, like, super young, like, probably, like, 6 years old or something. I'm like, what is this? Yeah, and I hopped back on it, like, I think last year, when it came to, Origins. Yeah, no. That might end up being the worst game on here. Alright, let's get some interesting ones. I'm gonna do these 3, and then we're gonna do Mania and Superstars last. I think those are interesting ones to talk. Alright, so we got Sonic 2 for the Master System. I'm gonna be real, this is probably also C tier, but it's a little better. It's a little better. It does. They got a little bit stuff, you know, in there. I think it's a little better. We gotta give it a little bit of props where I'm not gonna speak too much on that game because these games are very similar, but I think the level design is better in this game. This game's level design is so bad, I swear. Like Bridge Zone, like I was literally just playing that today. I'm be real. I died 3 times in a row. Like that was crazy. Like I don't really do that. Like I played the whole of Sonic 3 and Knuckles and died once, and that was because I low-key forgot how to play the final boss, like the Doomsday. It wasn't even it was a skill issue on my part. I died in this game on Bridge Zone 3 times in a row because of the stupid pits. Don't think I forgot about you though, Sonic Advance. I know you got the pits too. This game, just along with its lag that it has, like the game just lags. It's crazy. I don't know how it does that. I guess because I don't know, it's 8-bit and stuff. I don't know. Yeah, no. But we're gonna put Sonic 2 above this. I don't know why I went on a rant about this game, but yeah, Sonic 2 is gonna be there. Sonic Chaos is also in this area. Honestly, I low-key forgot this game existed. Same with Triple Trouble. Ooh, these ones are hard to rank. Triple Trouble and Chaos, because these ones are also some of the ones I played. No, I will say I probably played these games still more than the Rush games, but I haven't played these games a lot, so I can't say for sure which of the 2 I'm going to rank. I played these 2 more than these 2. Let me just say that I played 1 and 2 more than Chaos and Triple Trouble. Trying to remember which one. I think Chaos is actually pretty decent from what I remember. I think Chaos was actually pretty decent. If anything, I might put it in the front of these ones, I think, out of all of these. And then Triple Trouble, I'm not remembering anything crazy. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not remembering anything crazy. I'm going to make an assumption just because I'm not my brain isn't picking up anything that I'm like it's super crazy or super like something crazy. I'm just gonna put it in front of 1 because I think 1 is just the worst one by far. I'm putting it in front of 1. I think 2 though and Chaos were actually a little bit better. Their level design was a lot better, I think, with those 2. So we're gonna go with that. We'll just stick with that. I don't know. We'll see. Here we go. We got the last 2 games. Some of the newest ones, actually the newest ones. Sonic Mania and Sonic Superstar. These are some games that I feel like Superstar is a little bit harder, but Mania kind of has like a general consensus on where it's at. Honestly, Mania is, in my opinion, 2 here. In my opinion, it's going to be 2 here. Sonic Mania is insane. It's one of the best games in the series. Like, when I say Sonic 3 and Knuckles was the best game in the series, I typically would probably say Sonic Mania is number 2 in that list. And that's just my opinion. I think some people say Mania is 1, and I'm not gonna argue that. Like, hey, if you think Mania is 1, hey, props to you. Like, that's fine, because I wouldn't even care if someone said that. If someone else's tier list is that, it's swapped, that's fine by me. That's fine by me. Mania's good. It's a really well made game. Like, they did a really good job kind of bringing the classic spirit into a more modern-esque game. In the the updated pixel art, the story in the game is really nice. That's one thing I do like with Sonic 3 and Knuckles and Mania. I think the story is pretty cool. Mania is a little more telling with the story, because the cutscenes, I think, give you a little bit more of the story than Sonic 3 and Knuckles does, where Sonic 3 and Knuckles takes a little more looking in the background for some things, right? I think it's a fair spot though. Like I said, I would not be mad if someone swapped the 2. It's just my personal opinion. I love 3 Knuckles. It's one of my favorite games. Sonic Heroes is still my favorite game. As much as I know that game is not the greatest game, I love that game to death. But Sonic 3 Knuckles is up there, like, with some of the best Sonic games. And now we have Superstars, the newest game on the list. I left this one for last because I was actually just playing it recently, and I had some thoughts about it. I actually take back the criticism that I had about this game back in the past, and I'm gonna be real. I underestimated the game. I think it's a little bit better than I gave it credit for. I kind of slandered the game a little bit, probably due to the multiplayer experience. And I'm not gonna lie, that experience is still not good. I played it recently again, like 2 months ago. I did a 4-player. We were about to have some fun. I was like, let's check this out again. It just doesn't hit. I don't like the way that we share a screen. I think this game would have worked better if it was a split screen game. You do multiplayer in the same level, but you have a split screen. They might not have been able to do that. Maybe due to hardware. I don't know. I know split screen can add a lot of extra strain on a game, on a console, so maybe that's why. I don't know the technical side of it, but it just didn't hit. Superstars multiplayer really doesn't hit. But playing it by myself, I saw a lot more things, and I experienced a lot more things in the game that I didn't before. When I originally played through the game, I was playing it with Inferno, and we were playing it just to kind of beat it. We were trying to, like, oh yeah, the game just came out, we're trying to get it out, get the videos out, get our thoughts on it. And I feel like I missed a lot of things, but going back again recently, I haven't finished the game fully again, but I'm getting close to the end, and it's been quite a ride actually. I've actually enjoyed myself quite a bit. Now, I'm not saying all this to put it in S tier. No, I'm not gonna glaze the game and say, yeah, I actually think this is one of the best 2D Sonic games. Although I do think it is quite up there with 2D Sonic games now after playing this. Out of the listing here, I do think it actually is quite one of the better 2D Sonic games that we have. I would say that it's still a little bit behind. There's areas where it could have been better. I think the bosses are still really meh in that game, and some of them are just straight up, I hate the design. I hate it with the like the final boss, bro. I don't know if anyone had as much trouble as I am, or it was a skill issue, but when we first played it, it was kicking us. Like, it was crazy how bad that was. Like, oh, that was bad. But I think Sonic Superstars deserves a second chance, and I gave it that chance, and I think I did enjoy it a lot. All that being said, where I'm gonna put that, I think I'm probably gonna put it, I'm putting it A tier for sure. I'm definitely gonna put it A tier. I'm probably, in my opinion, probably gonna put it around here, right there. Maybe I could slip it in front of 2, Sonic Advance 2. I might be able to slip it right there. I think this is fine, for Sonic Rush. For Sonic Superstars, not Sonic Rush. For Sonic Superstars, I think this is fun. Yeah, I would say, I think after playing it, I definitely like it more than Advance 2 for sure. Advance 3, I'm trying to think. Advance 3 is really fun. I'm gonna be real, it is fun. They have a lot of, like, the teamwork mechanics in that game is something that they honestly should explore more, and I think maybe they tried to do that in spite of Sonic Heroes, maybe because people had a little bit of mixed reviews with that game and team mechanics, and I think they did it actually, they kind of almost perfected it in a 2D style. And I think that works. I don't know why Sonic 4 Episode 2 couldn't do that as well. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think the Tails teamwork thing is really nice in that game, but it's not the same. But Sonic Advance 3 is a good game. I think it's actually a pretty good game. I'm gonna leave it there. We're just gonna leave it there. Like I said, I still need to replay a lot of these. I've been playing a lot of these 2D Sonic games, mostly the older ones, but I think I need to go through this middle period again, and I need to go through the games, play through them, and then I can actually give a well thought conclusion to this tier list. That being said, there could be a part 2, and maybe what I'll end up doing is I'll end up dropping a video where I rank all the Sonic games. Maybe I'll do that. But yeah, there's the tier list. I mean, what do you guys think? What do you guys think of the tier list? I think it's pretty solid, honestly. I'm gonna be real. I think it's pretty solid. You know, there could be some controversial picks. There might be some controversial picks. It's alright though. I think we did a solid job. Now, that's not the end. Like I said, we might go for a part 2. We might get all the Sonic games in here, or maybe first we'll just stick with the 3D Sonic games. That might be easier. But let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think this works? Let me know. And if you guys have any more, video ideas that you guys want to see me do, you guys have any thoughts, let me know. One other thing, follow the Twitch. We're streaming on Twitch now, so follow the Twitch. I'll leave that in the description below. But without further ado, that's me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.